Now, billionaires don't want to pay more in taxes, which is why Ken Langone is super happy with everything that Manchin's been doing lately. Let's watch.
This inflation is a lot worse than people think. It is not transitory. And trust me, the little people like my parents and Lowry's parents, they're going to suffer because it's inflation is a regressive tax. Thank God for Joe Manchin, by the way. Thank God for Joe Manchin. The guy's got guts and courage, and he did what he had to do, and he'll continue to do what he has to do. I'm going to have one of the biggest fundraisers. He's a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I'm going to have one of the biggest fundraisers I've ever had for him. He's special. He's precious. He's a great American.
Where it's so brazen, there's no brakes in the car anymore because no one's holding them accountable. So a billionaire says on national television, I'm going to bribe the politician who made sure that my taxes would not be increased. That saved Ken Langone hundreds of millions of dollars potentially. So he says, in return, I will bribe him later. I'll put together a spectacular fundraiser where we will all bring in our legalized bribes. Thank you to the Supreme Court for making these bribes legal. Just because they're legal doesn't mean they're not bribes. When Ken Langone says, thank you for saving me all this money, you crooked, corrupt politician, I will announce on air that I will then give you a tiny percentage of that for you being my bitch, my servant. And then, does anybody challenge him on TV? They're like, oh, okay, good point. All right, bribes for Manchin from the billionaire, and nobody even notes it. They don't even note it.
No,
they're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
CNBC is actually pretty incredible in how transparent they are.
Yeah,
this is just one example.
So I mean, and it's not just CNBC, MSNBC, the liberal channel in Washington. What a joke. Stephanie Rule today talking about higher wages is bad. It's inflation. I can't believe the workers are actually getting something, right? And this is corporate media where they celebrate the corruption that is Washington.